The game kicked off, and I immediately broke off to the left side of the field. We're playing a classic skirmish, simple rules, eliminate everyone on the opposing team until no one is left standing. I had to pause for a second to get some intel. I climbed up a small tree to get a better view of the area and scanned for any movement. My plan was to take a wide route and flank them from the rear. One of my teammates decided to tag along, but I told him to keep his distance. If we bunch up, we'd be an easy double target. If you're a Ghillie sniper, remember this: your strength is not your firepower, it's your patience and strategy. One of the biggest mistakes snipers make is staying close to loud guns, those full auto players who keep spraying without thinking. Why is that a problem? Because the moment they start firing, they don't just expose themselves, they expose you too. Picture this: you're already in position, perfectly hidden, locked on your target, then suddenly, someone beside you starts firing non-stop. What happens next? All eyes go straight to your location. And just like that, you, who are supposed to be invisible, become exposed. I let him take the lead, but things almost went south early. He nearly flagged me and took a shot in my direction by mistake. He pushed ahead, but as I followed, I caught a glimpse of an enemy player camping our route. I hit the dirt immediately. My teammate opened fire first, but luck wasn't on his side. His GBB, gas blowback, unit malfunctioned right in the heat of the moment. With his gun down, I made a break for a nearby hill to find cover. My ghillie suit blended perfectly with the terrain, making me practically invisible. From that vantage point, I started picking them off one by one. During the game, I spotted a group of enemy players, completely focused on my teammates in front. They didn't notice me, they weren't even scanning their surroundings. That's when I knew this was my moment. One by one, I started picking them off, slow, controlled shots. No rush, no panic. They never saw it coming. But here's the reality: not everyone in airsoft plays with honor. There are players who don't respect the game, the ones who don't call their hits. Yeah, the cheaters. No matter how perfect your shot is, there will always be people who choose to ignore it. But don't let that ruin your focus. Stay disciplined. Stay professional, play your role the right way. Because at the end of the day, your integrity matters more than the score. In the end, the flanking maneuver was a total success. We wiped the field. But the day is far from over. Stick around, because round 2 is about to begin right now. We started the round with a heavy sprint, looking for that perfect vantage point. The plan was simple but risky: flank the enemy by circling behind the large white building. Our objective: to rescue a mannequin acting as our VIP. The stakes were high, and we couldn't afford any mistakes. I had to pause for a second to get some intel. To stay stealthy, I decided to take the long way around, sticking to the farthest path possible to stay out of their line of sight. But then, the unexpected happened. We got spotted. The silence broke as the enemy opened fire, so we shot back
Yun,
immediately.
tinamaan.
I managed to land a solid hit, one
Ayun na
down.
naman.
It was a mad dash from there. We moved in slow, one by one, crossing the open field while my teammates laid down cover fire. Every step had to be calculated. No rushing. No mistakes. Bullets flying, pressure building, but we kept moving. We finally reached the far end, and my team locked in their positions. Everyone was set. That's when I saw them. Enemy players posted up on the upper level of the building. And somehow, they had no idea I was already watching them. Perfect angle. Perfect opportunity. I lined up my shots and took them one by one. But here's the thing, some of my shots, I couldn't tell if they were hitting, or if the enemies just weren't calling it. Clean sight picture, steady aim, but no reaction, and to make things worse, the wind out in the open field was unpredictable. 1 second it's calm, next second it throws your BB completely off target. Still, I kept pushing. I managed to move all the way behind the yellow house, and that's when I saw it. The objective, the one we needed to rescue. I signaled my teammates to move in and regroup on my position. This was it. Final push, but time was not on our side. Just as everything was coming together, the clock ran out, mission failed. We had the position. We had the plan, but in the end, we ran out of time. That's airsoft. That's the game. Sometimes you do everything right and still lose. But trust me, this won't be the last mission.